People think just because I'm black, I can do athletic stuff. I don't get it. Oh! Don't do it for the vibe.
If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna let it stop me from partying.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Viral fame is something that most people think they want. There's a lot of good that can come from one viral video or one viral post. Viral fame can kickstart your career. It can get you lucrative brand deals and perks like being able to walk past a bouncer and be like, hey. And he's just like, I know you. But viral fame also has its drawbacks. It can get you fired, broken up with, and it can make everyone on the internet hate you. You guys love part 1 so much, I am counting down the top 10 people who regret their viral fame. Part 2, here for you on IO. What is gravy? You guys are watching IO. I'm Charlotte. Thank you so much for checking out another one of our videos. If you would be so kind as to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and follow us on social media, I will give you not 1, but 2 invisible potatoes that I will deliver to your front door. Might take a couple extra days because, like, you know, pandemic. All right, starting things off at number 10, we have exposing Panera. A Panera Bread employee who posted an infamous TikTok showing how Panera Bread makes its mac and cheese ended up being fired from her job over the TikTok. Yeah, I mean, that's not surprising. I highly doubt Panera Bread wants people to know that their mac and cheese is, like, frozen. Employees put a packet of frozen mac and cheese into a boiler. They cut the bag open and pour out its contents. Meanwhile, you're like, this is so fresh and tasty. Did you make this? My compliments to the chef. The viral video got a lot of criticism from people who were like, the hell, Panera Bread? I thought you guys were like fresh. And they're like, well, we are fresh. We just like freeze it. The video seemed to prove the rumor that Panera Bread was, quote, hospital food. In subsequent videos, the woman in the TikTok apologized and defended Panera Bread, saying that she liked her job and she didn't want to get fired. But it turns out the unidentified woman in the video was fired because she told everyone about it on social media. A spokesperson for Panera Bread confirmed the video's authenticity, adding that the company's mac and cheese is prepared off-site with their recipe and shipped frozen to their bakery cafes, saying that it allows them to avoid using preservatives which don't meet their clean standards. At number 9, we have the prom proposal. 18-year-old Noah Crowley, senior at Riverview High School in Florida, posted a photo of himself to social media with a sign. A sign with the words, if I were black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom. The photo was shared on Snapchat and it did actually get a response from the girl he was asking. Word on the street is he got a heart emoji. But for obvious reasons, the photo was posted to social media and it got a lot of backlash for obvious reasons. Noah's parents ended up apologizing publicly and said that their son is not that person. Noah himself also posted an apology where he said it was a joke and he took it way too far. But people who knew Noah personally took to social media to say that Noah is exactly the person who he is in that photo. And he meant what he said. That's always awkward. It turns out that Noah didn't even get to go to prom after all. Noah's parents and his school forbade him from going to prom, as well as other school events and functions, including graduation. At number 8, we have the booty. The booty! I think one of the reasons why I'm afraid to make a TikTok is because, like, one of my earliest associations with TikTok was the booty, aka Buddy Haynes. At first, his interactions online seemed pretty harmless. I mean, it was kind of weird that he was interacting with girls like half his age, but I mean, it's the internet. There's no crime against talking. Buddy Haynes ended up gaining quite a lot of popularity, and it was difficult to find TikTok cringe compilations that didn't feature videos of him. The guy's got a pretty recognizable face. There was a time when Buddy Haynes used his viral fame to talk to underage girls. Allegedly. Underage girls who actually reached out to us with screenshots. Allegedly. But more and more young girls started coming out of the woodwork and accusing Buddy of being creepy and inappropriate. Now, there were rumors that the police were involved, but they couldn't prosecute him because there wasn't enough evidence that he was being inappropriate. But the point is, the viral fame, the wrong kind of viral fame, led to Buddy Haynes losing his job, being banned from TikTok. But I hear that he's still like on Twitch every now and again, so yeah, you can give him that. Let's go on Twitch, buddy. Do your thing. I'm watching you. At number 7, we have Teddy. I totally remember this one because I covered the story on IO and I thought it was just so sad. Do you guys remember this photo of a little boy sitting alone at his birthday party after none of his friends showed up? It was heartbreaking, like the look on his face. The boy in the photo is named Teddy. And his parents, Ted and Sil, shared the photo of him after he invited 32 of his classmates to a pizza party for his birthday at Peter Piper Pizza. But no one showed up. Why? Well, families gave the excuse that they were worn out from the school's Halloween carnival. But according to Teddy's parents, none of the other parents called to apologize. Who hasn't been disappointed on their birthday? I know I have. It's honestly one of the worst feelings to go through as an adult, to feel like you have no friends. To be like a little boy like Teddy was, I don't know, it must have been really brutal. I know a lot of people felt this way because the photo was seen and shared and people would send like well wishes to Teddy. Although the photo ended up getting Teddy and his family tickets to the Phoenix Sun NBA games, Teddy's parents say that they now regret putting it online. Teddy's mom said that if she could go back to that night, she never would have posted the photo. She didn't think that it would go viral, adding she hated every minute of the exposure, including the positive comments. People also criticized her for seeking attention online. From now on, Teddy's parents are going to be taking him on trips for his birthday. I hear they might be going to Disneyland. At number 6, we have Carole Baskin. Oh yeah. I highly doubt that when Carole Baskin signed up to be a part of Netflix's Tiger King documentary that she would turn out to be the most hated woman on the internet. And she would take that crown from Jessica from Love is Blind. I bet Jessica was real happy about that. For those that don't know by now, the Netflix Tiger King documentary has a lot of themes in it. But one of the main ones is that Carole Baskin, owner of Big Cat Rescue, arch nemesis of Joe Exotic, had a husband who disappeared under mysterious circumstances. His body was never found, but one of the most prominent theories out there is that Carole killed her husband and fed him to the tigers, which is why there was no body ever found. I don't know what it is about Carole. I think it was the way she showed very little emotion when she was talking about her like missing, possibly dead husband, who by the way got a restraining order against her before he disappeared. I know I'm not alone in thinking that Carole Baskin is hiding something, which is why she's the butt of every single joke and every single meme on your Instagram feed right now. Carole previously said that she was disappointed in how she was portrayed in the documentary. But the makers of Tiger King clapped back at that and said that Carole was in no way coerced to talk about her life. Because of the popularity of the documentary, the case into her ex-husband's disappearance has been reopened. At number 5 on our list, we have Flippy. If you don't know who Flippy is, he's a YouTube star that makes educational videos for children. Flippy has 8 million subs and YouTube just loves him because he's so advertiser friendly. But you wanna know how Flippy achieved that fame? Of course you do, that's why you're here. He filmed himself defecating on a naked friend. He used a different name back then, Steezy Grossman, where he did a bunch of these like adult-themed comedy skits under names like Turd Boy and Underwear Man. The video in question, Harlem Shake Poop, features Grossman, what a perfect name. Grossman? Really? Is that your name? Participating in a viral trend, the Harlem Shake. The original Harlem Shake trend showed people dancing, cutting to several more people wearing costumes or using props. But Grossman's video starts with him standing on a toilet and defecating on his friend, consensually, I might add, who is lying on the floor without clothes on and his legs are in the air. Not the best way to start a career in child entertainment now, is it? Flippy told BuzzFeed News that at the time he thought it was funny, but now sees it as stupid and tasteless and he regrets ever having done it. But the original video is no longer online, but there are like reaction videos to it if you want to go check that out. Not sure why you would want to check it out, but just letting you know. At number 4, we have Mozu. Vine was a fun app, but it was also filled with people doing stupid to go viral. Kind of like another app I know. Often this stupid would result in serious injury. Remember that saying, do it for the Vine? All right, how about don't do it for the Vine?
People think just because I'm black, I can do athletic stuff. I don't get it. Oh! Don't do it for the Vine!
The man in this video is Mozu. And even though the video did go viral, he said he regretted every moment of making it. In an attempt to jump over a car that was driving toward him, he failed and essentially just got hit by a car. He ended up in the hospital with a cut to the bone and a bruised left butt cheek. He did end up sharing the video online with a message to other people who wanted to go viral. Don't do it for the Vine. He also posted this on Twitter. My decision today was so incredibly stupid and selfish. Good kids, good families, bad decisions, big consequences. At number 3 on our list, we have Miss South Carolina teen Caitlin Upton. The other Caitlin Upton. Caitlin Upton's bizarre answer to a question as part of the interview portion of Miss Teen USA made her a viral sensation. The question she was asked to answer was why she thought a fifth of Americans couldn't locate the US on a world map. The answer she gave was like, weird. It was like she had a brain fart in the middle of like a televised competition. It was rambly and it was weird and it was kind of like she was just trying to say whatever she thought was the right answer. Why talk about it when I can show you? Just roll it.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and
you get the idea. I'm not gonna let it go on for much longer than that. It goes on for a while. Years later, Caitlin Upton revealed that this mistake still haunts her, and the backlash was so bad she even thought about ending her own life. She says she lost close childhood friends over it, and there was even an incident when a group of girls took her to a party at USC, and when she walked in, the entire USC baseball team surrounded her and bashed her with the harshest, meanest comments she'd ever heard. People also went after her parents. Someone put a letter in her parents' mailbox about how her body was gonna be eaten alive by ants and burned in a freak fire, all because of like a dumb thing that she said in an interview. Caitlin Upton eventually went brunette, and thanks to the more famous model, Kate Upton, with the same name, she doesn't really get recognized very often. Getting close now at number 2, we have the Corona Spring Breaker. When the pandemic was just starting, we were all told to stay home by our governments and, you know, start social distancing and avoid social gatherings. I think it was pretty safe to say that we were shocked to see a bunch of spring breakers down in Miami partying like nothing was happening. The Florida spring breaker most of us remember is Brady Slutter, who infamously said, "If I get corona, I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna let it stop me from partying." But I mean, as much as we would like to hate Brady, he wasn't the only one there. There were tens of thousands of people gathering in Miami for spring break who were ignoring the warnings of the US government, and even though the bars were closed, they were still partying on the beach in close proximity. The footage of Brady's rant went extremely viral, and it led to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau directly calling him out in the state address. I remember that, I was embarrassed for him. And Arnold Schwarzenegger also directly called him out. "You know you f***ed up, son, when Arnold has to get involved, okay?" Onward. Brady ended up posting a lengthy apology to his Instagram account, backtracking on his comments. An apology is better than no apology, but I'm like even surprised that Brady would like do that. Like who does that on camera? If I was like in public with my friends, I wouldn't just like talk to like a news crew about the fact that I was just wanting to party. Weird. But regardless, Brady will forever be known as the guy who wanted to risk his life, and more importantly, the lives of others, so that he could chug a bunch of beer in his board shorts. And at number 1 on our list, no surprise here, we have Lea Marie Johnson. There are a lot of reasons why Lea Marie Johnson hates being a viral superstar. She even said it herself when she was asked on a live stream why she took a break from the spotlight. What did she say again? Being in the spotlight wasn't for me, it was for everybody else. Yeah, I felt that. There's so much pressure that comes with always creating content and people always wanting more content from you. And although it's nice to feel loved, sometimes there's only so much content that one person can create. I know that you guys want me to make a lot more content on the channel, but the fact is like, unless I worked literally all day and all night, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like I already work up to the allotted amount. And I'm not even a viral sensation. Like Lea Marie Johnson was huge, and I can imagine the pressure that she felt, especially when she wasn't in the right state of mind to want to do that. Also, who could forget the infamous live stream where Lea was incredibly intoxicated and she was being taken advantage of a man off screen. The viral live stream ended up getting her arrested, and her producer, the man believed to be in the live stream with her, deleted his social media presence. But I'm not really sure if she regrets that particular part. I think that going viral and being viral and having so many people watch you and care about you actually might have done some good for her and got her out of a problematic relationship. The point is, Lea Marie Johnson is one of those few viral stars that got famous far too young. And that fame led her to taking a very long break, likely drug and alcohol abuse, and problems in her relationships. And who knows what else. All right, guys, there you have it. What did you think of this video? Let me know. Do you want a part 3? I could try to do a part 3. Let me know. For now, let's respond to some comments from part 1. Lenny said, "Charlotte, seems like most people want to go viral these days. Me, nope, thank you. I'm just happy in relative obscurity." Well, Lenny, I stand corrected. Blossom Animation said, "I like how you're laid back and chill, not super energetic and fake like the other top 10 channels." Those are my coworkers, but I will take that as a compliment. Megan Howard said, "Not going to subscribe until you say later taters. Humor me." You want me to say it again? I said it already. Later taters.